Welcome, everybody, to your WWE Summerslam 2023 preview and predictions. Gotta tell y'all, there were certain things that could have been done to make this show really exciting. There was a really high ceiling. There was a lot of potential for what this show could have been. But man, oh man, did they drop the ball with it. John, we've got 8 matches on this show, and if we're going by hype levels, I think I'm at like a 6 out of 10.
I think I'm right there with you. Normally, we're usually like a half a point above or below, or even a whole point above or below. I think six is agreeable. At most, I would say maybe 6.5, but I can't even commit to a seven after the things I learned tonight in our Discord about a Kid Rock concert happening and just Rhea not being on the show when she's the women's world champion and won the goddamn thing at WrestleMania. And this is like a big WWE pay per view, one of the big four, and she's not even competing. And just, yeah, just certain decisions have really kind of taken me out of the show a little bit. And I would say there are two matches that I'm really hyped for. And then maybe, like, depending on what we decide to react to, other matches that I'm like, good enough, I guess. But like two that I'm like, oh, yeah, I can't wait to see that. How about you?
There is literally one match on this show that to me is truly can't miss, and that
Yeah.
is Roman versus Jay. That's the only one. I'll say there are 4 other matches that get me out of bed.
Right. Okay.
And
Okay.
then one other match that I'm like morbidly intrigued by.
I think I know which one that was.
And then the other two can go fuck themselves.
Well, there you go. So I guess let's get into this card. What match do you want to talk about first?
Actually, I'm very curious. What to me, or to you, actually, to you, what do you think we should talk about first?
Oh God, I wish I had a
Do you want me
SummerSlam
to?
card in front.
I'll run down the card. Actually, I'll just run down what the matches are in the order that I'm seeing them right now on Wikipedia. Cody Brock is one of the matches that can go fuck themselves to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Seth Finn is one of the matches that gets me out of bed. Asuka Charlotte Bianca is one of the matches that gets me out of bed. Roman J is the can't miss one. Ricochet Logan is the one that is morbidly intriguing to me. Gunther
Right.
versus Drew is the one of the ones that gets me out of bed. Ronda Shayna is one of the ones that gets me out of bed. And then the Slim Jim SummerSlam Battle Royal is another one that can go fuck itself.
I think we're essentially in agreement. Um, you want to just talk about the Battle Royal and then Cody Brock?
Sure, let's talk about the Battle Royal. Would you like to know who the participants that have been announced are?
Sure. What's
And
going
I
on?
say that have been announced because there's supposed to be 25 men in this Battle Royal, and yet only 12 of them are confirmed.
Okay.
LA Knight, of course, because it's basically the LA Knight Invitational at this point. It's basically a vehicle to get him on the card.
Right.
Sheamus, Tommaso Ciampa, Shinsuke Nakamura, both members of Alpha Academy, so Otis and Chad Gable, Karrion Kross, better LA Knight, aka Grayson Waller,
Okay.
Santos, Riddle, AJ Styles, and The Miz.
Okay. So can I ask a question? Because like you know that you and I were kind of in a weird place with the WWE product. Santos is supposed to get a United States Championship match. That's not happening on this show.
No, it's
Like
happening
that's
like on next Friday's SmackDown or something like that.
oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's another really strange decision. Is like, why is that not on this show? What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really surprised by that. I'm really surprised by that.
I mean, here's my thing too. Is like, don't get me wrong. I have no interest in watching Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. If that would have been on the show, it would have been a skip for me. But at the same time, they have had that match, that feud, get so much TV time over the course of the last month. How is that match not on this show?
I don't understand it, especially when WWE, when you look at the articles that I think primarily DBK has been sharing in the wrestling news channel of our Discord,
Yeah,
they're doing great business right now.
yeah.
So, like, I don't understand why you don't want to amp that business up on the pay per view side, unless they're thinking, like, we want to dovetail the pay per view success into greater television success, so I want to make TV more premium. Like, oh, tune in for this title match, tune in for
Yeah.
this blow off. But it's like I can respect it, but why not both? Why not do like a blow up at a pay per view, but then like the next thing they do, maybe the first big chapter is on TV.
Yeah.
I feel like you can have your cake and eat it too in this case.
And then the other big thing that everyone's talking about is Rhea Ripley not having a match on this, which like people God, this one of my biggest pet peeves among wrestling fans is them using booking decisions to justify other bad booking decisions. So like
Right.
people are saying like, "Oh, it's okay that Rhea doesn't have a match on this show because Raquel isn't cleared." Raquel isn't legitimately injured. She's fucking worked. She's got a worked injury going on right now. They literally wrote her injury so that they wouldn't have to have that match on this show.
Yeah.
It's not a real injury. The injury is kayfabe.
Yeah. And even though I don't care for Raquel at all, like it's kind of a shame that they did that because I would have given anything really just to get Rhea on the fucking card. And I feel like we could have just gotten Rhea versus her at the pay-per-view, but we're doing the whole worked injury angle instead. So it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah. So
Oh boy.
so yeah, Rhea again should be on this show. And here's the thing. Neither one of us likes Raquel. That's just straight up, it's easy as hell. She sucks as a person. She sucks as a wrestler. She's not good at anything in this business except for something really important, actually, which is the look. She has the look. She's big. She's intimidating looking. When she stands up to Rhea Ripley, the crowd goes, "Oh!"
Yeah.
Because she
Yeah.
looks like she could fight and beat Rhea Ripley. And Rhea is like this unstoppable monster right now. So, like, that's a match that people will pay to see. And they're like, no, 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 no. You don't have to pay to see it. We're putting it for free on television. And it makes no sense to me.
And I just kind of want to pause on something you just said there. And say that like, she's been this monster on TV. Like Rhea has had such presence and she's been such a great champion so far. And as far as I'm concerned, like I won't say she is Judgment Day, but Judgment Day would not have to me the wings that it does without her. She's such a huge contribution to the group. And like you're just gonna leave her off the fucking paper. I still can't get over that she's just not on SummerSlam. That just blows my freaking mind, dude.
Yep. And of course, then there will be more justification if she ends up contributing to Finn beating Seth or to Damian Priest winning via cash in the world title. People will be like, "Oh, see, that's why she couldn't have a match on the show because she had to help one of the guys." It's like, no, she could have fucking done both. The whole point is that she's a beast that can do shit that most athletes can't do. She could have done both.
Yeah, exactly.
God, that is legitimately starting to become a thing that like strikes a nerve with me is when wrestling fans use I already said it, I'm just going to say it again. When wrestling fans use bad booking decisions to justify other bad booking decisions. It's like, no. Just because they're doing this one bad thing because of another bad thing they did, that doesn't make it okay. They could have just not done the first bad thing in the first place, and then they wouldn't have to do this other bad thing and use the first bad thing to justify it. It's like, no, just do shit right the first time, and then you don't have to do this, you know?
Right.
Okay. Now that I'm done ranting, Slim Jim Battle Royal, are we just both picking LA Knight to win this, or do you have a different take?
Um, yeah, no, I agree with you. LA Knight for sure.
Okay. What next? What would you like to talk about next? Ricochet Logan, maybe?
I was just thinking Cody Brock get that out of the way.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I actually forget what my plan was for this. I think I planned on Brock just kind of owning Cody and Cody eventually getting a late win, like in the fall, to start building him up towards the Royal Rumble, which he would win. But, like, they blew all of that. They threw all that shit out. Cody already has a win over Brock, and he already cut a promo where he talked about hard times. Like, fuck you, Cody. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. You and your entire fucking family. Jesus Christ, they're all pieces of shit.
Damn. I will
Did you
obviously
see
say
this
that
shit that Dustin posted
I didn't see the shit that he
about
posted, no.
Lufisto?
Oh God, no.
Oh my god, they're all trash.
Do I even want to know?
Well, you know about the shit that Lufisto said that he said to her in the interview that she did with Sean Ross Sapp, right?
I mean, I only really know of her tweets, bro. I didn't actually see the interview. The tweets that she raised to me
Oh,
after the match.
okay. Okay. Well, yeah. So she did this whole interview with Sean Ross Sapp, and there was a point in the interview where she talks about how well the whole thing was she was in AEW to try and get a job as a coach, right?
Right.
So like she's like a 20-year veteran, like she knows what the fuck she's doing, and like Dustin's still treating her like she's a rookie, and he's just a piece of shit. And then like while she, after she said what she said, and all of this came out and people were talking about it, Dustin tweeted, "Hey Lufisto, I read your story, and sometimes as a coach, I have to be very honest and won't ever tell you a lie about how good or bad it was. Sometimes hard love comes out and wouldn't have it any other way. I hope you find what you're looking for." And get this is how he ended the tweet. Hashtag keep stepping.
Wow.
He's such a
Jesus.
piece of shit, dude. I swear to God.
Okay.
The
Well,
whole family just needs to go. I swear.
yeah. I guess to get back on track here with our SummerSlam predictions, I'm just gonna go with Cody for the win. It's he's beating Brock because Brock's the big stepping stone before he can get back to the world title picture. We do that,
Are they
and
one and
then
one at this
that's
point?
yes.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right. I'm gonna
Yep. This.
I'm gonna just go with you and agree that Cody's winning.
All right. I guess then we could do Ricochet Logan. God, this fucking feud. Jesus Christ.
Dude, this feud, I think more than any, has exposed how bad Ricochet is when it comes to anything involving a microphone in front of his hands, or in front of his mouth, I should
Yeah.
say.
Like the first promo he did wasn't bad. Wasn't anything special, but it wasn't bad. Like he didn't crash the car in a manner of speaking, right? But like the thing is, you shouldn't just be able to cut a solid promo you to the crowd. You've also got to be able to handle when somebody else is speaking. When you can't handle fucking Logan Paul,
Oh, dude, and that's the thing too. Logan Paul even proved during this feud that he isn't anything special on the mic either. Like he's
yeah,
he's kind of fucking mid too. He had a perfect opportunity, literally this week, and we'll talk about this tomorrow in Twitwell in review, to literally drop the line of the fucking year. I might have even given it an award honorable mention on our Twitwell Year in Awards, and he bungled it so bad.
damn, that sucks.
Well, so for context, Samantha Irvin is Ricochet's, I think, fiance at this point,
Yeah.
and Logan acknowledged it.
Okay, but he didn't really take it like too far, I guess, or he didn't take it far enough. The
Well,
acknowledgement.
you could argue that he didn't take it far enough. I just think that he took it exactly as far as it should have gone. He just didn't phrase it in a way that sounded punchy enough. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah, let me see if I can find the exact quote that he used. Because like it legitimately like threw me off. I was like, what the fuck? Is this dude serious? What was the date this past Monday? The 31st? No, the 28th. No, it was the 31st. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, this feud has been so fucking bad, bro. I've hated it.
Oh my god, that's right. So, first of all, Ricochet used the line, "Last week I was in your live stream, but this week I'm in your head."
Call it. Call it. It's over.
And yeah, so this week Logan, oh god damn it, I didn't type out the actual line that he used. I just typed out the line that I wish he had used. Um where is the fucking line? Here we go. So he said, um he brings up Samantha and talks about how she's going to have to announce him as the winner. And he says, "I hope there will be no hard feelings then." And that's all it is. It's so like platonic and like elementary and like kindergarten. Bro, he literally could have said, and I quote, I hope there are no hard feelings when your fiance's saying my name. And he didn't.
Damn.
He didn't. He didn't say it. He didn't fucking say it. It was right there. So again, it's like, okay, so Logan Paul's not the best on the mic either. So he's not exactly the quippiest of all either. So
But doesn't that make Ricochet worse in
it does.
hindsight?
That's
Because
why
like,
I brought it up,
yeah,
because it makes Ricochet look that much worse. That he, not only can he not hang with good mic workers, he can't even hang with mid mic workers.
I might even be overextending here. My Morrison Mundo whatever fandom is well documented, and he even admitted that promos were his like deficit. I have a feeling he would have done better than Ricochet fucking did here. Like I just, he's one of the worst mic workers I've ever seen. It is bad. It is
Oh, I'm telling you, man, we
bad.
had the idea recently. Ricochet needs to go on an extended leave, and someone vaguely resembling him but wearing a mask needs to return. Or
Yeah,
debut, I
yeah.
should say. It would be a debut.
I don't know if it's because I hate myself or what, but I honestly want Logan to win this. I mean, Ricochet is so fucking awful. I mean, just finish the fucking job. Just beat him, and then maybe he would go away and come back with some personality, mainly by veiling his face. Um, yeah, you know what? I
He
want
should
Logan to win,
return
but
with a manager, too.
yeah, I agree. And you know what, man? Even though I want Logan to win, I think I will also say I think I'm picking him to win too. I feel like Logan's due for a win. I think Dominique really put it best in chat earlier. He said, "Yeah, unfortunately, Logan has gone 0 for 3 in his last few matches, and Ricochet is expendable to take an L." I agree.
Yep.
And honestly, like, I don't even know if you'd want to do anything with Ricochet after this, but him at least losing to Logan Paul should cause anybody in kayfabe to reassess their entire character and their entire way of doing things. This dude needs to be shaken the fuck up, and I think the best thing Logan could do for him is be that catalyst. So
You know
Logan Paul
what?
will win.
I am actually going to go against the grain here. I am going to pick Ricochet to win because I think that they are at the point that they're just using Logan to put other people over. And I think that he's cool with that because I think that he kind of understands the business better than a lot of the actual workers do. And
Yeah.
he understands that like he is like this celebrity, and him just working these matches and looking good in the matches is enough to kind of keep his stock up. Um, but Ricochet, on the other hand, is going to be here tomorrow, and Ricochet needs literally anything. Because if he looks this bad on the mic building up to the match and then he loses, I just feel like that's a full blown burial of Ricochet. Like, the mic work alone has been close enough to a burial that if he actually loses the match, I don't know if you can recover from that, bro.
I won't from the laughter.
Right? And then not only would it be that he loses after all the bad mic work, but then Samantha would have to announce, and your winner, Logan Paul. Like, it's just insult to injury.
Can I just point out that in my daily reason why I love Foster moment of the day, he said Ricochet will never bounce back from being
That's
bald.
so
Never
true.
never let him forget it, Foster. As he lives and breathes, may every moment of his life be consumed by the fact that he never joined Hair Club for Men. Um,
Oh my god! And it started with Mark too, because Mark said Ricochet will never bounce back from this, and it's like, haha, Ricochet is to bounce back. And then Foster doubled down with the bounce back from being bald, and then Mark just brought back the original comment that made Ricochet seethe why he bald.
yeah. Dominique's like, now I need Logan to win for this barrel. No, I'm with
I
Dom for
really,
once.
I'm glad that you're sticking with your pick, but I really do think that Ricochet is going to win just so that we can get the excited Samantha Irvin announcement of, and your winner, Ricochet. Like her really putting her whole fucking soul into that announcement. I really
No,
think
I mean,
that's what they're going to do.
and you're 1000% right to feel the way that you do. And I normally don't like to feed Dom's heelish impulses, but nah, this bald fuck gotta go. I'm sick of his fucking shit.
Alex in
Sick of his.
chat, maybe a mullet would save Ricochet's career.
Not with that prepubescent ass fucking voice that he's got on the mic. Because the moment he opens his fucking mouth, he could have a mullet, he could have a fro, he could have
He needs a
whatever.
mullet,
It's
and he
over.
needs for WWE to heavily invest in dubbing technology.
Yeah, yeah, agreed
Can
on
you
all counts.
imagine? Ricochet opens his mouth and you hear Damian Priest's voice come out of it.
God, immense improvement, immense fucking
Go hire
improvement.
Blake Shelton to do the voiceover for Ricochet.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
You just see Ricochet's voice moving, and then all of a sudden you hear, "Well, how you doing, y'all?"
Amazing. Amazing. Do it today. Do it fucking today.
All right,
God
I'm picking
damn.
Ricochet to win. It's the first time that we've divulged on a pick, though.
Yeah.
Okay, or not divulged. What's the word?
Diverged.
Diverged. Thank you. I knew it was the wrong word as soon as I said it. Anyway, what should we talk about next?
Well, now that we got, like, I feel like the worst matches out of the way, do you want to talk about Ronda Shayna next? Because it
Sure.
has one
Let's
good and
talk
one
about
really
Ronda
good.
Shayna. Dude, I'm telling you straight up, I think Shayna is going to win here, and I think Ronda's going away for a while, if not maybe even leaving for good.
I'll go one step further than you. Not only do I co-sign, but I think Shayna's going to be the next contender after this,
For
either for
which
Rhea
title?
or I'm going to say Rhea's championship because I would see her ultimately getting past
See,
Raquel.
that's
I would
why
like
we
Shayna to
should
do
have
that.
had Rhea Raquel on this fucking show,
I
WWE. God damn it.
I mean, I agree with you. I like the poetry too of Shayna Rhea because it was Shayna that Rhea beat for the NXT Women's Championship, and I
True.
think Shayna's going to finally give her the receipt.
Oh, I love that
Yeah,
story. Yes. And you know
yeah,
who would know that story more intricately or no more intimately than anyone? Triple H, the one that started it in the first place.
exactly.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, I love that. I love that so much.
And I agree with Foster here where he says like I feel like Shayna has to win. A loss to just have another match where Shayna wins just seems odd. No, and the thing is like you know that I'm not totally dialed into WWE. Like I'm dialed in enough to talk about it for this and for 12 Hour Review. But from what I've seen from the Shayna Ronda build, I mean Shayna has been fucking cooking. And like if she loses here,
Dude,
which I don't think she will,
her
that yeah,
promo from this past Monday was incredible. If you haven't seen it yet, you really would benefit from watching it.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Would you say it was so incredible that you're considering it for like promo of the year, at
You
least
know
as an
what?
honorable
I'm
mention?
going to put myself on the spot and I'm going to open my awards template and I'm going to put it in there right now. I'm penciling it in.
Damn, it was that good, huh? Now I want to check it out for sure. If you're going that far with it.
Yeah, it was
But
great.
yeah, no, Shayna's really been stepping up to the point where like I was getting concerned for a minute because I'm like, Rhea Ripley's so fucking good. Who the fuck can beat her? But then Shayna's been doing such great work. I'm like, oh, literally Shayna anytime they want. So yeah, I say she beats Ronda, and then I say we set up a fucking Rhea Shayna program, and I'm all fucking here for it. Honestly, I think that'll be terrific. So I'm gonna pick Shayna as well.
Bro, even if you haven't seen the promo yet, I have to give you the fucking line of the promo. The line of the promo. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
She's my goddaughter, and she's never gonna forgive me for what I'm gonna do to her mother, Ronda Rousey.
Damn.
Yes.
God, I love when Shayna's just ice cold on the fucking mic
She
too.
was vulnerable in that promo too. You could tell she was getting emotional.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good.
So it's like there wasn't really any malice behind it. Like, I don't want to do this to your mom. I have to because
Yes, that was the vibe,
yeah,
dude. 100%. Yes, she was
yeah,
pissed at Ronda for basically making Shayna do this to her because Shayna feels like a good friend would have just helped her out.
yeah. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alex even said in chat, Shayna sounded sad to say that. It added dimension.
Nice.
Yep.
All right.
Alex in chat, Ronda's kid's first words. You deserved it, mommy.
Nice. Nice.
Love it.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
No notes. No notes.
Amazing.
All right. So we both agree on Shayna. You pick a match next, man. What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about Asuka, Charlotte, Bianca.
Um, Okay, I'm actually glad you picked this one because I'm going to be very quick about this. I, for once, am not subscribing to the doomerism of other people that's like, oh, LOL, Charlotte wins. I just think Oscar retains here, personally. And then I think
Dude,
Bianca and Charlotte may branch off into their own feud.
ah, I'm gonna subscribe to a different kind of doomerism
Bianca gets the title back?
as a heel.
Aw,
I know.
no.
I hate it. That's the doomerism that I'm subscribing to, though. I think they're turning Bianca heel for real.
What?
I think this
Fuck.
last month has been teasing it, teasing it, teasing it. Like maybe will she, won't she? And I think she's gonna win cheatily somehow.
Man. Okay. Because I'm not, obviously, my issue isn't with you. My issue would be if you were right. And then even then, it's not with you. It's with the company that made you right.
Yeah.
Um, if Bianca goes here, I'll start this because it seems like it's going to be more of a babyface faction. Do you think she just runs with Lashley and Street Profits? as the champion. I think that'd be
I
really fucking
don't
cool, man.
actually. I don't think she will. I'm not saying that I don't think it'll ever happen. I just think like the main roster hasn't really acknowledged that Montez and Bianca are a thing, at least not that I can remember, or if it has happened, it's not for a while at least.
Yeah.
Um, so I really don't think that that's going to be. I don't think she's going to run with them. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but and frankly, if I'm wrong, I would almost be excited because I've been saying I want her and Montez as a power couple, as a heel power couple, since they were in NXT together.
Right, right.
So we'll see. We'll see. I'm really hoping I'm wrong. You know, another thing that I would really like to see here is an EO cash in.
Yes. Do we think that's happening here?
I don't, but I would love to.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Fuck. Because EO is still, by all accounts, heel right now. There's money in a program between her
I
and
mean, dude, here's the
Asuka.
thing. If you want to just go by what lines up the best going forward, Asuka retaining, Charlotte and Bianca feuding, but then EO cashing in on Asuka and having them feud going forward is a really, really good like way to like keep everything nice and neat and separated.
Right.
Because then Charlotte and Bianca do their thing, Io and Asuka do their thing, and once the Io Asuka dust settles and the Charlotte Bianca dust settles, the winners of those two feuds would then obviously do their own thing as well for the title.
Right, right.
So I like the way that that works itself out, but I just can't force myself to bet on Io cashing in already. I just I don't know. I have this weird God. I don't know. I can't help it. I just have this the vibe that I got from some of the video packages that were airing tonight. It felt a lot like they were really trying to have Bianca channel her heel NXT character to me.
I don't want to rant right now, but I hate that so fucking much, dude. Because you and I have already. The reason I'm not going to rant is we've already said. Because you and I both saw it coming. Like I know for a fact, you and I would talk on Twitwell and review, and we were like, "Does it seem like they're making Bianca seem like the bad one?" And you and I quickly got ahead of it, and we're like, "That's bullshit." Because this woman was screwed out of her title. Asuka cheated to win. Charlotte is a line cutter. Like this company really thinks it can blatantly promote white privilege as a good thing, and that we're not going to fucking notice. Like it's honestly disgusting. If they turn Bianca heel, I'm telling you, I'm hating it. I'll give her my worst heel of the year award just out of fucking spite because it won't be her fucking fault. It'll be WWE booking her that way when she's still a very likable, very believable babyface, especially for a lot of young black girls who I'm pretty sure have come out strong for Bianca, demographically speaking. But no, let's just keep trying pushing Charlotte Flair as whatever the fuck she is. I Jesus. I'm gonna stick with Oscar retaining, but now you've kind of put the fear in me, so I'm really hoping that that you're wrong and Bianca
I'm really
doesn't turn
hoping that
heel.
you're right. So we'll
Yeah,
see how we get to it. Next up, let's talk about Gunta versus Drew McIntyre.
bro. My God, does it feel good to care about the Intercontinental title again? Gunther, what a fucking beast, dude. Him and Drew, this is gonna slap. I like,
Literally, there are going to be so
yeah.
many chops in this match. They might go full Kobashi Sasaki.
I was even gonna say, given that it's the Intercontinental title and you've got a big fight feel here, and it's SummerSlam, which I mean, we even recently did a Twitter request for DBK where it was Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect at SummerSlam '92. I think the atmosphere is there. I'd give these guys 25 minutes personally.
Hell yeah.
I I'd
I'd say
I'd,
like
I'd let
22.
yeah. Just but I think you and I could both agree then, just to really simplify it, 20 plus.
Yes.
I'd give them 20 plus minutes without a
Yep.
fucking doubt. You need to let them go out there and do it, man. You need to let them go out
Do they
there and
thing.
fucking do their thing. You need to let them go out there and fucking
Well, I
eat.
mean, yeah, you're going to need to give them a lot of time because it's going to take a lot of time for Gunta to believably keep Drew's shoulders down for the 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Because Drew's a beast. He's going to kick out of a lot.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I mean, this is the same guy that beat Brock Lesnar in 5 minutes at WrestleMania. Like, and that's the guy that I want to see show up this way when Gunther beats him, because I'm already going to tip my hat and say I do think Gunther's retaining, and
So
I
we
do
agree
think
on
his
that. Okay, good.
yes, and I do think his next program again, because I do like to just go a little bit beyond the pay-per-view. Given that Chad Gable on Raw Talk kind of teased that he'd be waiting for Gunther, I hope that Gable's his next program because people have been clamoring for this guy to get something to fucking do beyond
Bro,
just being, like Alpha Academy.
what if it's
Yeah.
a bait and switch and he six Otis on Gunta?
That would be interesting, and I like Otis, and he deserves big opportunities too. But I'd also be disappointed, man, because we Gable fans, right? And we're
Well,
trying to
we
fucking
literally
eat.
just watched
Yeah.
Gunther beat Gable on Monday.
Well, did we watch him beat him? Because it was a
Yeah.
5 minute challenge, and he didn't beat him within 5 minutes,
He didn't
though.
beat him
Did the
within
match
5 minutes,
continue?
but then he made the match continue and he beat him anyway.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. See, because they didn't show that part on YouTube. I thought it was just a 5 minute thing, and then the segment was over.
No,
Um,
yeah, no. He after the 5 minute challenge was over, he went over to the ring and like the commentary area, and he grabbed a mic, and he was pissed off, and he said this match isn't over, and he basically forced it to go, keep going, added more time to the clock, and he won the match afterwards.
did he beat him clean? I'm assuming he
Yeah,
beat him clean.
yeah, he
Okay.
got the
Yeah.
clean pin in the middle of the ring.
See that's frustrating only because they didn't show that. So like I couldn't have known that. And so that does kind of make me revise things. I still think Gunther's retaining, but I was really looking forward to potentially Gable feuding with Gunther, but now
Well, and here's the
there's
thing
no
too
back
is
door.
like they also really painted it as like Gable just barely survived those 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that I did see. That
Right.
because he got him with the Rana and like sent him over the ropes. But like again, a lot of fans I see like in the YouTube comments on like all of his videos and stuff, it's like, oh, we're so happy for Gable that Alpha Academy is one of the most over things on the show, which they're
Right.
not even wrong.
No, yeah.
Alpha
Well,
Academy is
a lot
getting
of that's
great
because of
crowd reaction.
Maxine though.
Well, I mean, true, which I mean, I'm hoping they can make that last because I mean, she's not terrific. Although I mean, again, the
Bro,
fucking
she's using the
cyclone.
Japanese Ocean Cyclone Suplex.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the internet marks will give her a long leash to figure it all out. Um, but no, I get frustrated. I get frustrated because like Gable is a freaking beast. Stevenson's a fucking flop. All right. And you've had the answer for so many years in Chad Gable, and you're not fully taking advantage of that answer. I
Yeah.
mean,
I
God,
mean, I'd
even when he
like to see Gable just kind of be like, I beat your 5 minute challenge and I wasn't prepared to go longer with you. I should get an Intercontinental title match. And he gets one and just loses. And then Otis goes after him.
see that I'd be okay with. I would like the loss because see, again, like I don't know. I'm just really angry, like pro wrestling, because like I feel like you should do Gable Gunther because Gunther's just such a great fucking champion. I would have that main event of Raw. If you want to put things on TV, because we're talking about the things that you're prioritizing TV for, have the IC title main event of fucking Raw. Put that spotlight on Gunther because I think he has the credibility and the magnetism to carry it. And again, Alpha Academy is over right now, so like it's not even like you're shoehorning it in because I think they'd eat it up and then you end that episode of Raw with a Otis Gunther stare down, and you're elevating your mid card.
Yep.
Like I hate everyone so much. So yeah, it's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be a banger. Gunther wins, and I guess I'm kind of deflated because I thought that Gable would have a back door to get a title, but I don't see it now because you added further context. I don't know who challenges Gunther next. I feel bad for Sheamus because originally, I really thought Sheamus would be the one to beat him, but they're not even on the same brand anymore. So I don't know what Gunther does next. Unless, I mean, let me ask you this. We've had people in chat. Who was it specifically? Because I want to give proper credit. Super Blue said Drew winning, but I say by DQ. And he said I say that because Gunther can break the record and drop it at Fastlane. Do you see this feud continuing? And if so, wouldn't it make sense to do kind of like a non-finish in a way?
I could see that happening. I could see a situation where, like, the DQ finish happens, but then like Gunther finds a way to like cockblock Drew for at least one pay-per-view just to keep dragging it out. But eventually Drew finds a way to get another shot and he wins it then after Gunther breaks HTM's record.
Right. Oh, and Super Blue, to answer your question, you can ask the NXT crowd because they were chanting for Corbin and just shitting all over Stevenson during his match with Corbin at Great American Bash.
You know what? I refuse to accept the NXT crowd rejecting something as it being a flop.
That is true. I mean, literally, we could shoehorn in that Rick and Morty line. I've seen what makes you cheer kind of thing. But
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
but I think even beyond the NXT crowd on Twitter, a lot of people haven't let up on Stevenson because of the rape allegations. I
Right.
don't think he's
Oh
really
yeah,
gonna
that's definitely
fully
going to
recover
be
from that.
that's going to follow him forever, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would
He's
also
just
add that they were cheering for Corbin before the match with Stevenson. Like they were cheering Corbin when he showed up. They were cheering Corbin against Mello. Like they've been cheering Corbin since he showed back up at NXT. That's like a trend.
yeah. So yeah, just Gunther retains. We both agree on that. What's our next match?
Our next match is Seth and Finn.
I think Finn wins. Priest cashes in. I've had that feeling for a while.
I think Seth retains. Priest cashes in.
But then you think Finn gets jealous of Priest after the fact? Because like
Mm,
he has to be, right?
I'm wondering if maybe Finn is out while Damian cashes in, and when Finn like comes back to, Priest is holding the title up, and he's like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah, that could be. I mean, I could see that. I'm just saying, like in the aftermath, I could see Finn really stewing and being jealous of
Yeah,
Priest
he's
because
gonna
he's
be
been.
toxic boy Finn Balor for a while for sure, until he gets kicked out, and then he'll be even more toxic for a little, but then he'll be a good guy again.
I mean, I just feel bad for Finn, man. This guy, in the words of Javaris, he keeps getting hoed every fucking time, man. Like he's gonna, because to me, I feel like he really is. He's gonna win the title, and then I feel like Priest is just gonna, decide, oh hey, he's
Nope.
really fucking weak from that match,
Yeah.
and this is my opportunity, so I'm gonna lay your ass out. And but I mean, then again, no, I like where
It could
your
be a
head's at.
great moment though. Like Finn wins the title, Priest gets into the ring to celebrate with him. He's like holding him. He's like, "Congratulations, Finn, you did it." But then he looks at the title, and then he looks at his briefcase, and then he backs away, and then he slams the briefcase into Finn's face, and then he cashes it in and pins him. That
Yeah,
would be
Priest just
so
be
good.
like, Finn, I'm happy for you, but I'm even happier for me. And then just beats the fucking shit out of him.
Finn, I love you, and I'm sorry. And he hits him with the
Yeah.
briefcase.
Well, but you know what though? To take a step back and to kind of refocus, I do like where your head's at with it, only because we can see that Finn, it's not just about the title for him, and even he said that. I'm not saying anything he hasn't already said. Like he is obsessed with beating Seth Rollins, humiliating Seth Rollins, to the point where on a recent Raw, it might have even been this past Raw or the Raw before this most recent one, where Priest saw that Seth was down and he wanted to cash in right there, and Finn hesitated to give him the briefcase. He's like, "Come on, Finn, give me the briefcase," and Finn just would not do it. He's like
Oh
he did it,
God.
he did it, but it took
So
him a second.
Priest,
Yeah,
if Priest was smart, he would help Finn win the title and then cash in on him and be like, "Bitch, you tried to cost me my opportunity, so now I'm costing you yours."
exactly. Yeah, because I mean, Finn did acquiesce and give him the briefcase, but he took way too long on that.
Yep.
And I think
And
I
it
think
prevented him
Priest.
from getting it.
Yeah, exactly. And if I'm Priest, I'm like, you fucked me over for the last time. So, kind of take care of that business. But yeah, this should be a fun match. I think I enjoyed their match at Money in the Bank. And I feel like this one, I don't know, I'm confident they might even be able to top it, to be quite honest. And I see a Priest cash in regardless. So Priest is gonna leave SummerSlam the new world champion. And honestly, good for Priest. I think his work has been very good, very consistent the last couple of months. And you might as well strike while the iron's hot and Judgment Day, because they're being heavily promoted. And getting the crowd response back in light of that promotion. Yeah, might as well just put this fucking strap on him. So Priest is world champion via cash in, but on Finn Balor. So I will say Finn Balor to win the match most immediately between him and Seth. You're sticking with Seth?
Yep.
All right, next matchup.
And then we get to our main event: Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso.
Oh man.
This is
Oh
the
man.
one.
I'm
Jey
just gonna.
beat Solo on SmackDown tonight.
Jay's got a lot of momentum, man, but I'm gonna rip the band-aid off. I think Roman retains. I
You think
I want to
Roman
believe
retains, and you think we get the continuation of Roman's reigns?
Roman's reigns, but more importantly, the continuation of the story. I fucking I
Boo!
know. I
Well,
hate myself so much right now, and I didn't even do anything wrong. That's how bad this fucking shit is. Jesus Christ. I'm rooting for the aneurysm that I can very clearly tell is happening inside my mind right now thinking about this bullshit. Um, yeah, guys, and if I sound deflated, it's because this is a brilliant piece of storytelling. And if I could just be a bit long-winded here, just because normally I don't like to talk about matches in a previous predictions at length like this. Jay should be very proud of the work that he's done in this. Jay
Oh,
Uso Jey Uso, if he goes back to being a tag guy after this, I'm not going to be like hyperbolic and say like, oh, what a shame, this and that. I will just say though, if Jey does go back to being a tag team guy, I hope he rests with the comfort of knowing that he could have pulled it off. He could have been world champion, and I think every single one of us would have believed it. Um, he was incredible in this. He was absolutely fucking incredible in this, and he exceeded my expectations. He won me over. I think he won a lot of people over. I think at a certain point he even won you over because I know there was a point where it's like, could I really believe it? But I think after a certain point, it's like, no, you know what? In this context, at this time, I can believe it. And yeah, like I'm so proud of Jey Uso, and I know Samoan lineage in the WWE WWF goes back decades. And this whole theme of family and tribal chiefs and all that stuff. But on some real shit, I hope every time Roman and Jay go to the back together, Roman lets him know, like, you're holding it up, my dude. Like he's amazing. He is absolutely amazing. And that's not to discredit Roman in the slightest. Anybody that's been listening to me on my bullshit knows that I love Roman Reigns. I want Roman Reigns and Alex Coughlin to be friends because the toxicity would be the most intoxicating fucking shit I've ever experienced in my life. But unfortunately, that's not happening. This should be a solid fucking match. From what I understand, tribal combat is essentially no disqualifications. So that is my one concern about this match is I don't want a wrestling match. I want a fight. I want a fight between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso because Jey has been abused by this man for close to 3 fucking years. And like a man that's been abused that long and with such a huge axe to grind ain't going to be coming in doing wrist locks and fireman's carries. I really want it to be a brawl. I want them to really use the environment. I know that there's going to be run-ins. I've heard some people speculate, is Jimmy going to turn on Jay because maybe that beating and all of Heyman's propaganda on the mic on TV has gotten to Jimmy. I think that'd be jumping the shark a little bit for my tastes.
Yeah.
I just think Roman wins, maybe with help from Solo at best. But honestly, if the match is as good as I'm hoping it is, and Jay takes the loss, WWE, I'm telling you, you really got to think about doing this again at WrestleMania in Philly. I know it's still a ways off. Maybe it's too early to think about it. But if you're seriously thinking we're just going to run Cody back and we're going to have Cody be our stand-in for Rocky Balboa, get the fuck out of my face. Because like
Cody should
Jay
beat
was,
Damian
yeah,
Priest for the world title.
I agree. I agree. But I already was it you even that told me about the interview that Cody did where
Oh
it's like,
yeah, I
oh,
mean,
that's not
but
the
again
title.
though,
Yeah.
I have to emphasize. First of all, Cody can win that WWE title after this story finishes. He can finish his story eventually. We don't have to rush him finishing his story. And second of all, his story has nothing to do with Roman Reigns. He doesn't need to be the one to beat Roman Reigns. He can win this title. It doesn't have to be for Roman Reigns though.
Yeah. I agree. I agree on all. Hey, you're not going to get any opposition from me. It's the company that I'm worried about. Because I don't know what other ideas they have. But dude, I've even said I'd be cool with Jay losing here if I knew that he was going to run it back with Roman at Mania. If he wasn't, though, it's a bit difficult. Like I've seen both Mark and Foster, and I understand them completely. Be like, nobody else. It's got to be Jay. I've always been a bit softer on that. For me, it was always the triangle of Jay, Kevin, and Sammy because I feel like all three of them have a different kind of axe to grind with Roman. But do I think Jay is the absolute best one right now? Totally, totally. Um, this is gonna be, if nothing else, it's gonna be a fantastic match in the terms of like how much it's talked about, and from a storyline perspective, will it deliver in the in ring? I'm expecting so, but you never know. Ultimately, though, I'm just gonna close out. So, because I'm dying to hear what you have to say, fully and officially, I'm just gonna say Roman retains. Unfortunately. So, how are you feeling?
I am on the complete opposite pole from you on this.
So, you actually think Jay is becoming world champion
I do.
tomorrow
I
night?
think that Jay is winning here, and I think he's going to do it with help from his family.
Wow. Wow.
I think Jimmy is going to help, and I think there's even a chance that Solo turns on Roman here and helps Jay win.
I mean, they've been kind of building that up, to be fair to you. I mean, even tonight, Heyman was talking and he's like, oh, do you really think Solo buys that crap? And then Heyman takes a look at Solo and he sees that Solo's actually thinking about stuff. And he's like, oh no, he's thinking. And
Yeah.
like he wanted to put the kibosh on that. And I don't know if he succeeded or not, but you got some problems there, Paulie. But I'll say, man, I high key hope you're right because Jay looked fucking great with that world title to
I
start all this
saw
when he was posing with it.
Caster Sales in chat even mentioned Rikishi showing up for this match. I would fucking love that, if for no other reason, because a Rikishi appearance, in my mind, drastically increases the odds of us getting a Rikishi driver out of Jay. And I swear to God, if he hits that fucking move, it will be my pop of the year. It will 100% be my pop of the year. It will outpop anything that Stardom has produced this year.
Bro, and not only should it be your pop of the year, but if I may, it should also just automatically be your spot of the year with how much you've talked about that happening.
Yes.
Jay,
Yeah.
yeah, there's no other believable one to me. No other believable one if they actually pull the trigger on that shit.
Yeah. Like
Um,
that would be fucking incredible. And I'll tell you what, too, if they really want to take me on a roller coaster and fuck my shit up and have Roman kick out of the Rikishi driver, that would completely ruin my night, especially if Jay wouldn't win.
yeah. Oh my, can you imagine the blue fucking balls? Oh my god. I don't dude, here's the thing. I have loved this story and I have loved Roman so much. I don't even know if I could be angry about it like in the non kayfabe sense of like us getting on here and being like, no, they ruined the match. I'd be like, oh my god, Jay really tried. It was like when Bart got an F after studying all night for that test and he still failed. Jay really tried, but there's only one tribal chief. Oh my god, that'd be fucking delicious. I'm really that's the thing. I only say unfortunate because I believe Cody's winning. If I knew for a fact that Cody wasn't gonna beat Roman, I honestly wouldn't give a shit who won because I love both guys and I've loved this story. I only want Jay to win because I want him to get that rub and Cody to just, well, ideally fuck off, but just content himself with the world title on Raw. But no, Roman, if this is the end of Roman's reign, what a fucking title reign it was. I feel so privileged to have witnessed this. This was the best part-timer reign fucking ever because every time this dude showed up, he delivered. Amazing. Just
Dude,
amazing.
I think that there is a very strong possibility that between now and WrestleMania, we could see that title change hands 3 times.
Okay, so walk me through in your mind because Jay would beat Roman, but then who would beat Jay for the
Sammy,
second time? Sammy, but then who would beat Sammy?
Kevin.
The Kevin Owens fan in me loves that because it's been so long since he held a world title, and I'm
I
like,
heard you gasp a little bit internally, and it was adorable.
yeah, no, because it's been so long and his work's been so good, but he's getting shafted by the crowd because the crowd clearly, like, Sammy gets the loudest pops in that tag team. KO gets pops occasionally, but even his pops, like, don't really compete with Sammy's pops at all.
Yeah.
Um, oh God, and Betrayal. I fucking love Betrayal. I'm just thinking about, like, if Kevin did it in front of Sammy's wife and child, they would all lose their ability to trust, and, like, God, he would ruin them for generations, and God, it would just be amazing. And we don't have universal health care, so
And it could
and they don't
happen at
have
the
a
Royal Rumble, which is where he got screwed by Paul Heyman and Roman a few years ago.
oh my God, yeah, and we don't have universal health care as a country, so like they wouldn't be able to afford the therapy, so we would just have to live with it and stew and come up with really debilitating coping mechanism. Oh my God, it's perfect. Yes. Yes. Ruin all those lives.
Alex Foster in chat said, John, I love you, but I think you need help.
Oh, Foster, we done new, baby. We done new. That I am hard as hell. We need to do that. So yeah, Jey Uso needs to win. He needs to win. I'm not changing my prediction, but Jey Uso needs to
He
win
does. He
for Sami
really,
Zayn's life to know
really
complete ruin.
does.
Yeah,
Wow, you're making it about that.
for Sami Zayn's life to know complete ruin, Jey Uso has to take the first step. Come
Wow.
on, Jay, you could do it.
Okay. Well, I mean, what all did we end up disagreeing on? You picked Balor to win, right?
I did,
So we
and you picked
disagreed on
Seth.
that. We disagreed on the women's title. We disagreed on the main event. We disagreed on Ricochet, Logan Paul. I think that's it. Those are the four. We disagreed on 4 matches.
Can I ask you a random question?
Of
Actually,
course.
about the main event. You think there's going to be blood in tribal combat, or you think they're
No,
not going to bother?
I don't think so.
No,
No.
I didn't think so either. I only brought it up because
You know what
blood
though?
has
I
been
will
like,
say this. I genuinely, and I've been saying this for a while too, I genuinely think that we need Jay versus Roman in Hell in a Cell for Roman's rematch.
yeah,
And if there's blood in that, I wouldn't be surprised, and I sure as hell wouldn't complain.
Well, no, because it more than earned it.
Yeah,
Like, fuck me.
yeah,
Like, it more than earned it.
yeah.
I wouldn't even mind if they both bled, honestly, because like the emotion and everything is so fucking real on both sides. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I hope you're right about that because I do
I'll
remember
bet
you saying that.
Roman bleeds pretty.
Yeah. I do hope you're right about that because I do think that was a salient point you made when you first made it. I don't know if they'll do that. Obviously, you don't either. That just we would have to wait and see. But I think that'd be a really cool move for them to make. Um, and yeah, I am gonna be waiting with bated breath on this fucking match. I can't
Oh,
believe
our
it's tomorrow.
breath is just gonna be so bated.
I know. I can't believe it's tomorrow, dude. This really snuck up behind us. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stand firm on that 6.5. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, really, it's the IC title and the world title are really making this for me, which I mean, how appropriate. It's the mid card title and the main event title.
Mm-hmm. The
Seth
women's
Finn,
title is very intriguing to me. I just wish Charlotte wasn't fucking involved, ruining everything.
I no, I don't have another rant in me. I'm just gonna let it go. But yeah, fuck Charlotte Flair.
Over under
Um,
two signature moves that are normally devastating by Asuka and or Bianca that Charlotte fucking no sells.
over. Definitely. Because he's
That's
horrible at
fair.
selling, period.
That's fair.
So yeah, over. Absolutely.
I was
Which
also actually starting to second guess myself earlier with the Ronda Shayna thing, thinking like Ronda would win the MMA rules match, but Shayna would attack her after, and it would set up a rematch that Shayna would win.
yeah.
Because like it's
Mm.
MMA rules, and Ronda's ego won't allow her to lose a match that's implied to be a shoot match.
Well, you know what? Just do the fucking job, Rhonda. I'm so sick of everybody's shit.
Yeah, just a weird gut feeling there. But I just wanted to air that. I still hope Shayna wins, but just gut feeling, Ronda's ego and politicking prevents her from being able to take the L in a match that's implied to be real. Because her whole thing about if this was real life, I could destroy every woman in this division. Bullshit.
I know. It's all so bad. But yeah, has your hype level changed at all, or are you sticking to that 6.5?
Well, I was originally a 6, but I will move to a
Oh, that's right.
6.5. Yeah, just
Oh, nice,
mostly
nice.
because of the main event. Honestly, it's just gonna be so fucking good.
That main event's gonna be fucking bonkers, bro.
Yeah,
God damn. I don't know if we're ready for that, but it's ready for us.
this is
So,
like an 11 out of 10 main event with a 2 out of 10 undercard.
dude, yeah, yeah. And like credit to
And
Drew
hey, by the
Gunther
way,
just
what do
running
those
things, but
average
yeah.
out to? What's 11 plus 2 divided by 2?
13 and 6.5. Motherfuck. All right. Well, I guess it is apropos. Um, that's it, guys. I guess Ashton introed, so I'll outro here. Be sure to
Okay.
like. Yeah, yeah, that's right. You sit down. Like the video, file out, subscribe, click the bell icon notifications so you don't miss any of that total goodness. Check out everything we're involved in the description box. Follow us on Twitter and Twitch because we are the best wrestling podcast in all the IWC. And yeah, guys, we'll see you tomorrow at first at 4. So tomorrow at 4 for TwitWow in review. I actually watched Dynamite this week. Well, not I didn't watch Dynamite. I watched
Holy
the clips.
fuck.
I watched the clips from Dynamite this week, so I wouldn't have to leave Ashton by himself to talk about it. And I'm going to try and do the same for Rampage before we go live. No promises there, but I'll see what I can do. And then, yeah, at
Wait,
8,
before we leave, what matches are we reacting to tomorrow?
okay.
Because we are
We'll
not
definitely.
reacting to this whole show. Fuck Kid Rock. And
Uh,
I just want to add, fuck Cody Rhodes.
yeah, well, fuck that for sure. We're not going to do the Battle Royal, and that's the pre-show anyway.
It's not
Um,
listed as a pre-show match.
well, then we're skipping it regardless. Um, honestly, bro, even though I do think Seth Finn should be good, I'd be cool skipping it if you wanted to skip it.
I
Um,
kind of want to watch that, if for no other reason, because of if someone gets cashed in on.
that's fair. Honestly, I'm scared to watch the women's triple threat after all that stuff you were talking about with Bianca potentially turning out.
I
Plus
think
Charlotte, I
I'd
fucking hate
like to
Charlotte.
skip Ricochet Logan.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
We are
If you were the,
probably, I think the two guarantees of are watching are Roman J and Gunther Drew.
oh yeah, that's a lock. That's a
Okay, so
lock.
those are
We're gonna.
locks. Seth Balor. You said you want to skip the women's triple threat. I'm cool with that. I'm a
If you're cool
little
with that, yeah.
because of EO. I don't know.
I almost wonder if, but see, no, there's no point then. Because I was gonna say we could like keep our finger on the pulse and then maybe go live just to see if something happens. But then it's kind of awkward if nothing happens, and it's like, oh, enjoy this nothing video kind of thing. Um, fuck. I hate Charlotte so much, bro. I don't know.
So do I. She's
Maybe
the
we just suffer.
worst.
Maybe we just suffer through it and just say for EO the whole time, and then when
Yeah,
she doesn't cash in, we'll be like, EO, it's not your fault. It's WWE's fault. Um, I know we both hate Ronda, but do we want to see Shayna kick her ass?
I
Like, what do we?
do. I want to watch that match with you. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do Gunther Drew, world title, women's triple threat for EO, just so that we could stay,
Okay, so it's the
safe
five
there.
matches that are like relevant, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. 5 match night. That's not too bad. I mean, that's practically a Stardom show. In fact, a little less than a Stardom
It's
show
less
these
than
days.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Plus, we get to just kind of sit back and relax and chat and maybe game while other shit's going on too.
yeah, yeah. I'm
I
so
dig it.
glad, dude, that you were cool with skipping Logan Ricochet because if you were gonna be cute and be like, "Oh, I want to see that," I probably would have held the show hostage. Fuck that bald fuck. And like,
No,
we've already.
dude, here's the thing. I mean, I'm going to have the show pulled up the entire show regardless. It's going to be on my TV no matter what. I just want to know what happens for the finish. I don't give a fuck about the match itself. I just want to see the finish. The finish is going to be hilarious, I think.
It's probably gonna be some masturbatory, like crazy spot bullshit or
Well, that's
something.
the
But
thing.
yeah,
It's either going to be hilarious because it's going to be a complete burial of Ricochet where he loses and then his girlfriend, maybe fiance, has to announce the guy that beat him as the winner, or it's going to be masturbatory in the sense that it's going to be like this over the top celebratory, oh my god, he was triumphant, and then his girlfriend gets to be all happy like when Melissa Santos used to get to announce Brian Cage as the winner in Lucha Underground.
yeah, yeah. Samantha, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going there. But anyway, yeah, that's SummerSlam for y'all. And oh god, and Super Blue said in the Battle Royal for LA Knight. No, we're not watching that. Fuck LA Knight. You keep bringing them up, I'm gonna keep telling the truth. So there you go. We'll see you guys tomorrow for 12 review at 4. Then SummerSlam live reactions at 8 for select matches at least. So
Those
when we're going live,
five.
yeah,
Just to
those 5
recap, Shayna Ronda, the women's triple threat, the IC title, the world title, and the WWE title. Boom. Easy. Clap.
exactly. Because 3 was probably enough, but we'll do 5. I really miss Big E. We hope you can return soon, and if not, just
Did you see
hope
the
you're happy
picture
and
he
healthy.
posted of his titties the other day?
No, I did not see his titties. I want to see those titties.
Okay, let
Give me.
me here. I'll post I'll just post it in your Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, post it in my face.
There you go. I sent it to you.
Yeah, post those titties in my face. Oh, looking good. Nice, E. Nice. Oh man, he does seem happy and healthy regardless of his in-ring status. God, you want to talk about somebody else that I could see coming in and winning the world title? Either world title, a Big E return would make me fucking pop. Um, Speaking of return, actually, here's another random question just for SummerSlam, just to throw it out there. We don't think Randy Orton's doing anything on the show. I mean, SummerSlam is kind of his pay-per-view in a way.
I actually
That and
looked,
Survivor.
and the odds are currently at plus 3,000 that he does anything, which means highly unlikely.
Damn. Damn. I'm really starting to worry about him, man, because I'm hearing something different every day, but I really am just wondering if retirement is on the
Well,
horizon
I mean,
for him.
here's the thing: the fact that there are odds at all means that like there's actual buzz about it, but the odds are really low.
Yeah.
Like that basically
Yeah.
means that you could put $10 down, and if he shows up at plus 3,000 odds, you're getting like my brain just broke. I think that's like a $310 back.
Wow.
That's
That's
how
insane.
that's how unlikely it is that it's happening,
Damn.
according to Vegas.
All right. Well, I'll listen to Vegas on this one. They're usually good about this stuff. But yeah, we'll see you guys then. And until then, be good to yourselves and each other. Tune in. Peace out.